Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today something has been bothering Kesav, so I thought we will find out what's been bothering Kesav.
Hello guys, hi sir. Sir, my doubt is what are all the pros and cons of having a credit card? We already heard the con side of having a credit card, sir. What are the pros? There must be a positive side of having a credit card. For example, I used to have an uncle who works at some big company, earns salary of about 3 lakhs per month. He used to have a credit card. He swipes every month. He got reward points. After 1 year, with the use of reward points, he bought a AC. So I saw it in a positive note. Having a credit card, I saw it in a positive note. So what is your thought about having a credit card?
Listen,
Okay.
credit card is like a tool,
Okay.
okay? It's like anything. It's like a hammer, a spanner. It depends on how you use it.
Okay.
If you use a tool which is how it's meant to be used, it is very useful. If you take a hammer and use it to put nails, it's very useful. But if you take a hammer and use it to open doors, it's not useful. That is the problem. The problem is not credit card. The problem is the user of the credit card. That is the fundamental issue in our society.
Okay.
What is the credit card? It is nothing but a person based on your background, your financial background, and your educational background and your job. He gives you a line of credit. Line of credit is, it is an unsecured credit, meaning you're not giving any collateral, you're not giving any property, you're not giving any gold, no fixed deposit. Just based on your personality, okay, and your background, he gives you a line of credit. And what all he expects you to do is that credit is valid for a period of maybe 20 days to 30 days. When he presents you the bill, you're expected to pay it in full.
Okay.
Pay it in
Full.
full. Full means you should not leave anything back. He gives you a bill like how you give a hotel bill. Can you tell the hotel guy, hey man, I'm sorry, I ate biryani, I know, but I only have 50 rupees. I'll come tomorrow and pay 50 rupees. What the guy will say?
No. He will make us to wash the dishes.
That's if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Okay. That's if you're lucky. He'll be washing dishes.
Yeah.
Most of the guys will call his brother over, who'll have a stick, he'll beat the life out of you, and make you call a few friends. Someone will come and give the money which you owe.
Yeah, sir. True.
This is true in a hotel, right?
True.
Same thing as a credit card. When he presents the bill to you, you're expected to pay in full. Right?
Okay.
Yes. Argument is, they are preying on people's weakness.
Yeah, sir.
Yes. You know that. As a person who knows you have a weakness, will you go do something?
No.
Let's say you're scared of heights. Will you go stand in the edge of the terrace?
No. Sir, but
Wait, you said
okay.
no.
No. Yes.
So when you know you don't have financial discipline, that you are not able to save the money you're earning, you're not able to budget, when you know all this about yourself, you should definitely not be having a credit. If you're able to take your salary, every month put a budget, say 100 rupees I'm spending for petrol this month, like that, you're very disciplined, then a credit card is very useful. What you said is absolutely true. That man who's getting 3 lakh salary must have been paying his credit card bills on full. So he gets points. That means he gets a 1 lakh credit card. He spends 1 lakh in that month. When the bill comes, he pays all his bills. Instead of paying cash or using his debit card, everywhere he's using credit card.
Yeah, sir.
So he's not spending his money. He's just changing the line of payment through the credit card. Instead of paying it from his account and paying it through debit card, paying cash, he's using the credit facility. But being very smart, that when the bill comes, he pays it in full. So the banks also reward him and he's enjoying it.
Yeah, sir.
That is fair. But that's because he's disciplined. He knows he cannot go beyond that. He can go this far or he can eat this much. Like I told you before the video started, if I take you to a buffet, unlimited buffet, when your stomach is full, you stop, right?
Yeah, sir.
But why not with money? Why do you always try to stretch? If I sit you in that buffet and you're full, and I say, no, Kesav, have some more food, man.
I can't.
It's free, man. It's free. Eat some more. You'll be like, sir, what are you trying to kill me?
True.
But with the spending of money, you've spent your salary and I give you some more money and I say, Kesav, it's okay, spend it. You give it to me later. You will not say, no, sir.
Yes,
You'll say,
okay.
okay,
Let me have it.
little bit. Then I'll come back and say, here, take some more, Kesav. You'll be like, okay. Because the consequences are not immediate. In the stomach case, you will throw up.
Yeah, sir.
Even if you want to, you can't. Because you'll vomit. In the case of money, there is no immediate consequence. You don't feel the pain immediately. The pain comes after 30 days. It comes after 20 days. When the bill comes, there's a knock on the door. That time, oh my God, then only remember.
Yeah, sir.
Most people don't even, that's why Anand says, always deal in cash. Till you get into the habit of writing a budget and living by a budget and learning savings, always deal in cash. Not even use UPI, Google Pay. Because psychologically, you don't see the money going.
True,
if you have one bundle of money, you go to the ATM in the morning and draw 1,000 rupees, and you go through the day spending on few cigarettes, few teas here, biryani there, and you're given a friend 50 rupees. By the end of the day, you're counting your money like, oh my God, I've spent 800 rupees, I only have 200 rupees left. That fear immediately, that consequence is there.
Yeah,
like
sir,
what
yeah.
I said, you feel it. But in a credit card, you won't feel it. There are positives. It's a good tool. It's a fantastic tool. In case of an emergency, I have an accident, someone I know has an accident. Hospital always say, give me money first before any treatment.
True.
You can't go to run to the ATM. You cannot take your gold and, but if you have a credit card, you can immediately throw the credit card. Yeah. They'll swipe and start the treatment.
Yeah, sir.
Your brother has an accident in Timbuktu. You need to catch a flight and go there immediately. Take your credit card, use it.
Swipe.
It's very useful. Those are the positives of a credit card. Another positive of a credit card is it helps you build credibility because it is the most unsecured line of credit. So if you have a very disciplined track record of 3 years, 4 years, you've been using a credit card very well, people will trust you.
Okay.
That means you respect. In a situation where you can take advantage, you have not taken advantage. That means you're sitting as a cashier in a shop. There's no cameras.
Okay.
They never ask you accounts every day. They only ask you accounts once a month. There's lots of chance you can put 100 rupees in your pocket and put it back. But every month the money is all correct. That means you're a very honest person.
True.
That means anything can be left with you. That's what credit card can give you.
Okay.
The flip of it is, the minute once you make a mistake, then you'll never be trusted.
Using the credit card is positive, but the repayment is negative.
Not negative. If you pay it, it's positive.
Okay.
The problem is, none of us have the discipline. So you should first, credit cards are offered. Like how everything in life is offered. Cigarettes are offered, alcohol is offered. When you were in 10th standard, when you were in 7th standard, when someone offered a cigarette, did you smoke it?
No, sir.
You were like, oh, it's very bad.
Yeah, sir, true.
Somewhere along the line, you said, it's okay, man.
Let's give it a try.
Yes, then the try became, doesn't matter. Now it's become like, hey, what is there? Cigarette. Same way, financial discipline can be built. Initially, when it's offered, you're still in 7th standard. Remember that.
Okay.
When a credit card is offered, you're still in 7th standard. You should say no thanks. Till you learn that discipline. Till you learn to put it aside, put it in a box, your money, and you're able to see the money going and coming. Okay. And before anybody takes any credit card, the first thing they should have is the first line of defense is savings.
Okay.
Investment. Let's say you have saved 1 lakh. You have invested in index fund for 3-4 years and you have a consolidation of some 5-6 lakhs. Then you take a line of credit. Anything happens, you're not able to lose your job. Main problem, you won't be able to pay the credit card is if you lose your job. How do you pay it? You have. You can deploy it.
Backup.
You have a backup. But the problem with you guys is you don't want to wait. You want to start enjoying now.
Yeah, sir.
The reason you take the credit card is you'll use the first reasons which I said. It is good for an emergency.
True.
Right. In case something bad happens, I
will have it.
But do you keep it like that?
No, sir.
The first instance you get like a show off.
True.
5 friends are there. Hey, machan.
Pay with my card.
Pay with my card. No problem. I have my card. Right?
True, sir.
But when the bill comes, it's all your machans sitting in your house with you, saying, hey, bill has come guys, let's pay the bill together. Who comes?
Again pay it with your card. They will say again pay it with your card.
Yeah.
Simply.
Yeah. How many cards will you rotate it on, man? Some people do that also. They think they're very smart. They'll have 5 cards. They'll rotate from one card to another card. They'll go to some shops. You know what they'll do? There are lots of shops like that in Chennai where you go swipe your card and they'll give you the cash.
Oh.
How they'll do it is, let's say you want 10,000 rupees.
Okay.
He'll swipe in your card 11,000 rupees. He'll give you 10,000, he'll keep 1,000.
So swiping and giving me the money, he took
It's his
charge
charge.
of 1,000.
Because you're desperate.
Okay.
You need the money. He doesn't have to give you the money. You understood? He's collecting interest upfront, man. on your back, 10%, whatever percent he feels like it. He sees you, how more desperate you are, that more
Increase the
charge will be. If you are not so desperate, you can negotiate with him, push him back and say, 1,000 rupees too much, man. Reduce 500 rupees. Okay, 500 rupees. Okay. But if you are looking like you're desperate for that money,
can make it 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah, so then what you will take the 10,000 rupees. So what they'll have is a series of cards like this. One card will be 20,000, they've already maxed out. So next card they have not maxed out. They'll go swipe some crap like this, take that money, pay it in this card. Rotate this card to this card. Before cards used to allow you to pay with other cards. Then RBI stepped in, everybody said you should not do that.
This is like the roll-on effect
what we all know with the apps which is happening. These are the original apps. Credit cards are the original apps because there were no cell phones back then, there were no apps. So for my generation, we had 5 credit cards. We'll be rolling one card to another card to another card. Now you can't do that. They've changed all the rules. But you have means, like I just told you, means you go to a store and he'll swipe it for you. He'll give you the cash and he'll pocket profit. And there'll be messages always coming on your cell phone if you notice. Come and swipe your card and take cash. So all these things can be the things that destroy you. But the problem is, it is you when you give in to that temptation.
Sir, humans are psychologically built to be tempted.
That's the same problem why market is Mr. Market Warren Buffett talks about. No, Mr. Market Anand keeps on talking. Because we are all swayed by psychology, right? It's a human condition. It's just not this. It's on every level we get used. Our politicians use us, our friends use us, everybody uses us. So it is up to you to educate yourself and make sure. We all make mistakes, but you learn from that mistake. When you're young, you can afford to make the mistake. That's why it's always good to make all your mistakes when you're young. I always encourage, if some guy comes and says, I've made no mistakes in life, I'll feel very scared for him. Because, it's with interest. When in life, when you really can't have a mistake, you'll have a big mistake. That's why when you're a child in school, they'll say, doesn't matter, let the child learn. He'll break rules in school, he'll be ruckus creating, they'll say boys are being boys kind of thing, they'll say in school. It's okay because those are the age you can afford to make the mistakes because it doesn't have long-term consequences. But once you have come into a career like what you are, you make a financial mistake, your credit score and everything is scarred for life. For the rest of your life, if you don't pay a credit card bill, it will be there. Every time a banker, once you want to go and open a bank account, you want to sign any paper, they'll do a background check. The first thing that they'll look into is your credit report. And there will be a case of 20 years ago, didn't pay one credit card bill. Then the guy will be like, that's the problem. You can explain saying, no sir, that time some issue happened, and you'll have to tell all that stories. You'll have to give some bad story, some sad story. My mother was in the hospital, you see sir, we had a very difficult time, I had to do this. He'll be like, he'll listen. Some of them will feel bad for you and say, okay, they trust you now. Some might say, no, we can't take the risk, I'm sorry. It's our policy. We have zero tolerance. So this is the reason I say don't get the credit card. And once you get the credit card, don't be upset if you don't pay the bill and he's putting an interest on you.
Sir, but the interest is too much.
You're agreeing to it. It's not like he's not saying, I'm not going to charge you any interest. Not like a friend. Those type of friends who will be there, who will see you getting into trouble, saying, Macha, no problem, you take it from me. But when the time comes to pay back, he'll be like, hey, wait, man, so many days you had my money. He'll be like, I thought you were my friend. I said, yeah, but this is my business, da. I gave it to you because you needed it. Now I expect interest to come. Suddenly that friend will talk business. That is far worse than credit card. Credit card, at least they upfront tell you, boss, you don't pay me, I'm going to charge you this much. This is your annual fee. If you want to use my credit card, every year I'll charge you this much money. They tell you all this.
Okay.
But you're in a rush to get the credit card and you don't care. Like how you agree to everything on online when you're signing up to a Google account. There's lots of terms and conditions. Do you read all of it?
No, sir, just swiping and I read all the terms.
Same thing with credit card. You just scroll. Tell me where to sign. Nowadays, you guys don't even bother doing that. Just on the phone. Show Aadhaar card. Show next PAN card. Okay, approved. Done. Card is coming to your house in 7 days. 7 days, sir. Don't worry, sir. Digital card is already in the app. You can start using the digital card immediately. Physical card is coming. Oh, thank God. How will I set up PIN? Oh, you can set it up on the app immediately, sir. Start using it right now.
True.
Don't worry, my friends. I'm here. Let's go party.
True, sir. True.
Because it's You are made to believe that you need it right now. You don't.
It's hard to control, sir, to control ourselves.
That's why I told you. Like a horse wears, no? To train the horse, they put this. So then it doesn't get distracted. Same way you train yourself. Till you're ready to remove the blinders, you wear it.
Okay.
So you train yourself. And it's hard. And I told you the other day when you're talking about friendships and, feeling inadequate with your friends. The problem is not your friends. It's who you're hanging out with. If you want to feel rich, you just have to have poor friends. It's an old saying.
You already said.
Yeah. If you're feeling very poor with your friends and they all feel very rich, leave them. Go hang out with people who are poorer than you. You'll feel very rich.
True.
The problem with all of us is we're always hanging out with people a little ahead of us. So we always feel inadequate. You want to go sit with Mukesh Ambani, you'll feel very poor, all right. You'll see 1, 3, 4 cars coming. His dog will have a car and he'll be like sitting like, oh my God, I'm still going on a motorcycle.
True, sir.
But you go to the rag picker down the road who's digging the garbage can, you see him walking with no shoe, you will feel very like, man, at least I'm not in that position. It's just mindset. But for some weird reason, you will find it beneath you to go hang out with them. If you have friends who are not at your level, who are a little lower, for some reason, no man, they're inferior to me. That is psychology.
Okay.
That is the problem in our society. We are fed this constant thing that to be of someone of thing, you must be someone who is out of reach always. And that is what leads to all problems. Even becoming fat, what is the problem becoming fat? You're eating more than you need.
True, sir.
Leads to health problems.
Sir,
you spend more than you need, you will have financial problems.
Sir, I know some people in schools they used to educate us like help others like that. We don't know the people who we help at some time, sir. If they need a sudden help, we will help them. They may be a stranger. If in case they need a help, if they ask us, we will do that help. But after some point in life, everyone will advise like this, why do you help them if you don't have anything?
No, that is true.
Like that, sir.
In an aircraft, in an aeroplane when you're flying, right? When they say that the oxygen mask falls, they say you have your child next to you. They say first put on the mask for yourself, then put on for the child. Do you know why do they say that? Because if you're busy putting the mask for the child,
you will be gone.
You might lose consciousness. You will pass out, the child will also pass out.
Okay.
So, if you're going to help someone, you should have the capacity to help them if you have the thing to follow through with it.
Okay.
Someone is on the road, okay, he's saying, I need money, I need emergency money. Doesn't mean you take everything out and you take everything out of your pocket and give it to him. You can only give as much as you can afford to.
True, sir.
And trust me, I don't want to be cynical. Cynical meaning, say, like the world is bad kind of attitude I don't want to have. It's very hard to know when you give charity what that money is actually going to.
To the charity.
How do you know? Do you go to the charity? You're putting money in one undi.
Yes, sir.
Right? It has one picture of dogs saying it is for stray dogs.
Dogs
they have it in all the shops in plastic dabbas.
Yeah.
They're putting. But do you go and see them doing it?
No, sir.
How do you know the shopkeeper himself is not breaking it open, taking it in the night and putting it in an empty box? How do you know?
For that instance, we think that is made for the stray dogs. So we can...
It's better that you buy a packet of biscuit and see a stray dog on the road, you give it 2 biscuits. Instead of donating money
we can do
for some poor people organization. There's so many poor people on the road. Buy 2 packets of biryani. Give it.
Give it to them.
Next time you see, Anand tells you all this time, when you're arguing and fighting for that vegetable, buying fruits, don't argue. If you can afford to give that 20 rupees per kilo, give it. Like you don't argue that in Nilgiris or some other supermarket.
Yeah, sir.
You give. Your bank gives you credit card bill, you cry and you give. Your app demands you to pay 10,000% interest, you're paying, crying, blood tears that you're paying. But if some man on the road is asking, sir, give me 1 bottle of water, buy and give me. Hey! You look able, man, you go work.
True, sir.
There's nothing wrong with you. What do you know what he's going through? You don't know.
Yeah, sir. But simply we will say that.
Yeah, like how your ego takes a beating to ask for help. Imagine what he must be going through in life as a human being to reach that level of thing where he has to come to a complete stranger and say, sir, can you buy me 1 bottle of water? But at that time, you can't think like that. You're like saying, you look like a Nothing wrong with you. You're not physically challenged
Yeah,
or
sir.
anything. What are you asking me?
You can work and earn.
Yeah. Go take a job. Hey, go.
True, sir.
But that's what I'm saying, psychology. This is all the same thing that's problem with the credit card.
Okay.
You're sold this thing constantly that having the credit card means you've gone somewhere. If you buy the latest product, you've gone somewhere. Last year, if I take complete stock of all the things you bought, Kesav, I'm sure 80% of them you don't use.
Absolutely true, sir.
Yeah. Some of them you won't even know where it is.
At the time, I will, what to say?
It's normal. All of us do it.
I love to buy that. Then
Yeah.
I will be like, okay, I already bought that.
All of us do it, including me. We all suffer this. We have this thing of consuming.
Yeah, sir.
So one of the tricks which I do is when I shop online, I'll put it in my cart and I'll leave it there.
Anand sir used to
Yeah.
say that.
So he's the one who taught me that. You leave it there. 2 days, come back and you look at it. Suddenly, your mind has changed. You'll be like, okay.
Remove.
And Amazon is a great feature. Let's save it for later. Save it for later. So you just keep deleting it. Save it for later. Save it for later. So that way you don't feel like you've removed it. It's still there in your cart.
Yes.
It's like going Nilgiris, you put it in your cart and you still haven't gone to check up.
Ah.
So you feel like you own it without buying it.
True.
You're not bought it. It's not physically with you. You own it virtually somewhere. In some cart, it's sitting. In your cart, shopping cart, it's sitting there.
True.
But it funnily, psychologically, it's like, you feel like you bought it. The latest camera, the latest bike, whatever you want, just put it there and keep it for some time. When you don't like it anymore, you're like, hey, good thing I didn't buy it.
True, sir. True.
But these are all the things which you need to do as a human being. Everyone, all of us have to learn to do this in today's world to get over this constant need of consuming. And we're told also this, consumers in market media news and all this, consumers are not going to the shops enough, the economy is becoming weak, people are not spending money, economy is becoming, I put a lot of, not much weight in it. Whatever is in the news, don't believe it 100%.
Okay. You already said that, sir. 80% of the news is.
Yeah. It's editorial, meaning someone's making it all that up. And in a country like India, we only discussed in the last video, GDP, what do you know? You can't even measure it. It's so black in Indian economy. You can't see what is really happening in Tamil Nadu, in this Rayapeta road. What do you know what is happening? So you worry about your periphery.
Okay.
Dalai Lama famously said, you want world peace. You know how you get world peace? You be friends with this guy on the side. You be friends with this guy on the side. If everybody does that, we have world peace.
Okay.
You don't worry about being friends with that guy. You be friends with this guy and this guy. And everybody does that. Then everybody next to each other is friends. That's all.
It's a hard thing to do, but it's okay.
All good things are hard to do. Bad things are easy to do, like lighting up a cigarette.
True. I agree. Now I understood, sir. If you are well
I'll
disciplined.
tell you something. Next time when you're lighting up a cigarette, you tell yourself, I am deciding to smoke this cigarette.
Okay.
Try it. See what happens. Don't light up without thinking. Have a smoke. Definitely have it. Because you want to have it. But tell yourself, you light the cigarette, look at the cigarette and say, I am deciding to smoke this cigarette. Every time you say this, see what happens.
Okay, sir. We'll try that, sir.
You try.
Yes, sir.
And we'll talk about it maybe a week or two later.
Okay, sir.
But you do it. Not like all the other experiments I actually done, you never came back to me about.
No.
Like your 30 friends you were supposed to talk to.
Due to some 2 days consequences, I didn't able to call them.
Every day has consequences.
Okay, sir. Now I learned something, sir. If we are well disciplined, we can have a credit card.
Yes.
If you are not, we don't have a credit card.
Yes. If you know how to drive, you can have a bike. If you don't know driving, do you buy a bike?
No, sir. Like that. Thank you for letting me know that, sir. Thank you, sir.
I hope you don't get a credit card. Thank you guys for watching Be Rich, and Keshav will sign us off.
Thank you for watching Be Rich. I know this topic will be useful for more of us because all of us are doing these type of things like consuming over and over and
Beyond limit.
beyond limits. So try to control yourself and consume low. It's not so very hard to do. If we keeps trying, we will be able to do that. Okay, thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button. If you didn't hit the bell button, you will not get notified. Thank you for watching Be Rich.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.